A lot of people complain that their laptop battery doesn't last long, but the question I normally ask them is, how well have you maintained your laptop's battery? And what I mean is, a lot of us are guilty of, placing our laptop device on a very soft or fabric surface. And now, a lot of us also don't know that your laptop mostly breathes from beneath your laptop or by the side or even both ways. Do you understand? So what I mean by breathe is when your laptop is working, there are heats that expel from the laptop through the heat vents, and most heat vents are located under your laptop device or beside your laptop. If you check, you're going to see event space under or by the side. So a lot of us don't know that this can cause harm, to the battery life, and thereby, not making your laptop battery last longer. So in this video, I'll give you some tips and things to look out for and how to avoid or get the most out of your battery. So the first tip I'll give you is, if you're about to get a laptop, maybe you don't have a laptop before and you're trying to get one. If you are not on a tight budget, go for newer generation laptops. And what I mean by that is, newer generation laptops, will give you a good performance, a better performance at the cost of a very low power usage. That means they won't draw much power for them to work, unlike the old generation laptops, which you know they work, they'll do what you want, but at the cost of more power consumption, which is your battery. So the newer the generation, the better it is when it comes to battery life. But notwithstanding, whatever laptops that you have, you either old or new, these tips will still go a long way, to help you improve your battery life. That's if the battery is not damaged yet. So my number one tip is, avoid placing your laptop on a very soft surface, either your couch, your chair, you understand. Always try to place your laptop on a very hard surface, maybe a table, a carton. If you're a student, maybe you're not, you want to use your laptop on the bed or on the couch, just look for a book, a textbook, or a carton. Place your laptop on that. That will go a long way to help your battery life. Another tip is, avoid using your laptop in an environment that is hot. You understand? In this part of the country where I live, we tend to have high temperatures, during the day. So avoid using your laptop in a very hot environment. Make sure you're using your laptop in a well ventilated environment, as the case may be. So because the heat coming out from your laptop, plus the ambient temperature, all that is going to affect your battery life. And battery is not a friend to heat. Now, another tip is, if you're a gamer, I always advise you don't game on your laptop's battery. What I mean is, you unplugging your laptop and you running your game on the laptop or using the battery, it will drain your battery drastically and it's not good for the battery's health, because while gaming you're pushing your processor to its limits, and the processor is going to drain every juice and every power it needs from your battery, thereby increasing your battery's recharge cycle. Now I always advise that if you want to game, if it's a removable battery, that means your battery can be detached, without any technical help. Now, I advise that you try to, if you live in an area where the power is, stable, you can remove your battery, because your laptop can run without a battery as long as you're using the right charger for that particular laptop. So you can run your game without a battery, you understand, in it, so as not to stress or impact on your battery. So I advise avoid playing games on your battery. So another tip I always advise is, um, always put your battery on power saver. That's if you're not running any heavy applications, maybe you're surfing the web or you're just watching movies. Make sure you put your battery power profile on power saver or balance. Most people are not really aware. They mistakenly put their battery profile on high performance without them knowing. And what this causes is it opens, or it allows the system, your laptop processor and all that, all the components, it really allows them to draw power as they wish, including the apps on that particular laptop. So it gives them the free will to, to draw whatever power they need for optimal performance, of which at that point in time, maybe you don't really need that much power for what you're doing, because if you're watching a movie, obviously you don't need as much power as they are going to draw. And another thing is leaving your laptop on high performance when you're not running heavy applications, does not limit background apps from running in the background, because as long as apps are running in the background, your battery life is going to be affected drastically. So there are ways which you can turn off background apps, and I'm going to show you right now. Now, turning these apps off is going to prevent your laptop from running these apps in the background while you're, just watching the movie, or browsing the web, or doing some light tasks on your laptop. This is going to help your laptop's battery life drastically. Another tip that I've tried personally on my own that works for me is, especially for older AMD laptops like the A series, the APUs that I've tried, is even on default, even if I place the battery profile on power saver, I still hear my fans kicking in. That means my processor is drawing more power, thereby, producing more heat, and the laptop is trying to cool itself down, so thereby kicking that fan in. So what I did was I went to the power settings profile, and I had to, limit the maximum processor power state. I had to remove it from 100%. I have to reduce it down to, I think, 60% or so. Now that helped a lot, because even if the processor is trying to, kick in at 100%, is going to be limited to that 60%, thereby drawing less power and my fan not kicking in. You understand? That really helped me at that point in time. So you can try this too. Now, this tips does not apply to desktop users, it's only for laptop users, because obviously your desktop is drawing power directly from your power outlet.